Here we go, y'all. Oop. Why this won't let me out? All right. Gonna get started. All right. Let me pull this up. Pull you guys up. Oops. There we are. Let's go. Hi, and welcome to another episode of Savage Lifestyle Podcast, where I have bold but important unfiltered conversations and always give the real tea about what I think. Of course, I'm your host, Fashionista Crystal. This podcast is brought to you by Savage Fashionista Styling, a fashion styling brand that is the world's destination for everything fashion. Come to my website if you need outfit creation, closet cleanses, or even styling. Book your style call on my website to get started. What's up, girl? Of course, the website is savagefashionista.styling.com. That's a mouthful. Let's get to the damn song. Oh, it's probably going to be really loud. Yeah, it probably will. Let's turn it down. So. Boop. All right. Turn that up. Is it still recording? Did it stop? Okay, so this thing does not stop. Alright, that's okay. I can get back to that. Continue to record. Oh, fuck that. I'll just figure that out later. Because I don't know what I just did that for. Alright. I don't think that's there anymore. It's down more. Let's get on to it. Instagram was acting like a jerk, so here I am going live on Facebook for the first time. Can you hear me okay? Let me know. Wait, is there even a comment section on the lives on here? Because I don't have a clue. I'm not even gonna lie, I don't even know. Okay, hold up. Alright. Come on, you stupid watch. Okay. Is there comments on this thing? Cause... Oh, there is. Oh, but that's for me to write a comment. My bad. I accidentally swiped out. I'm trying to see if there's a comment section for y'all. Okay, well, whatever. Anyway, topic number 1. Why would you include me then dismiss me later? This freaking topic was crazy. I don't know. These people was tripped out. All right. Being an online influencer and creator can be challenging. Excuse me. Especially when you first begin your personal brand, and I know that from my own experiences. The first topic definitely hit home for me for several obvious reasons, and it's 1000% offensive to all black women, not just those who are content creators, but let's just go ahead and really talk about it, y'all, because with full transparency, we need to put an end to these situations, just in general, not even just for black women. But this one is just, it's directed towards black women. And hold anyone who is being offensive and racist accountable for the way they speak and treat people who want to work with them, because, of course, it's unacceptable. A female black influencer applied for a campaign for a hair removal brand called You Like. And yes, it's the first time I'm ever name dropping a company or anything of that nature, because, it's already out there, which now has sparked debate and backlash for the company. The creator shared that she received an email that stated the following. I quote this, paraphrasing to get right to the point. Attention, not to be offensive and advanced. This time we are promoting products related to demelanization, So black creators are excluded from the partnership. End quote. First of all, what the hell is demelanization? I don't fucking know. First off, that was very unprofessional and very racist. How dare you address someone in this manner about a campaign that you emailed them? It speaks volumes about the type of operation you guys are running over there at that company. Secondly, I will quote the creator who was talking about her experience saying, people's personal information is getting leaked and people's rates. Also, if you have to start an email by saying not to be offensive in advance, don't send the email. It's offensive and lets me know that you knew it was offensive. End quote. That part too. This creator is urging people not to shop with this brand, and honestly, I don't blame her, because how dare you accept me for the campaign and just rip my opportunity away from me because black creators are excluded. But her viewers also shared their experience with the You Like brand. Some pointed out that their products aren't safe for darker skin tones. Someone said, I was told that certain laser products are harmful for melanated skin and we couldn't use them. I don't know nothing about laser hair removal products because I've never used it. Okay, sorry, I was reading the Oh, found it.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
So I went to their website for research, not because I don't believe this creator or her viewers, but because I need to see for myself how they explain this after seeing the way they offended her. In the frequently asked questions section under the question, who should not use IPL, the brand states that if you have darker sunburnt skin, please refer to the skin tone chart. What skin tone and hair color are suitable for IPL hair removal devices? I'm about to show y'all this skin chart. That there. This is the skin chart. That's the hair color chart that they're saying to go by. And as you see, the darker says unsafe. What's the most frustrating part about this is they reached out to her about joining their campaign for this laser hair removal product. And on the results and reviews page of their website, none of their reviews with photos are of any black women, but at the top of the page, there's a photo of 3 models, that I also want to talk about because they show one person who appears to be a black woman who is on the same skin tone spectrum as the creator who received that offensive campaign email. Isn't that a little fucking weird? It's unclear how this will play out, but damn, this type of stuff shouldn't be happening to any influencer or content creator. Not only is it offensive, but also the lack of respect and character this company has for those who potentially create hundreds or thousands of sales by promoting and reviewing their products with a transparent review on their social platforms, which is true, because what the fuck. By the way, her TikTok video of this email experience has 313,700 views and
Boom shakalaka.
That's crazy. People are tripping. And these are supposed to be companies. Well-respected companies at that, because I seen also on their website that, they're a pretty good fucking company. But why would you do that? Okay, topic number 2. Buying a used car. Buying a used car at a popular car dealership. A woman bought a car at a popular dealership, CarMax, and used the Carfax report platform that gives you important information about the history of the vehicle you are interested in buying. 6 months after purchasing the car, 4 detectives showed up at her house. They informed her that the car she had bought was stolen. She had the CHP do a VIN check and had the Carfax report, which both came back clean. Before these detectives came to her house. Again, 6 months before they came to her house. Additionally, the woman had all the paperwork, including insurance and a pink slip in her name that proved the car belonged to her. But despite all of that, they still took her car. The police told her that because she was a victim of fraud, she would be able to file a theft by deception claim with her car insurance. And that would be handled by the insurance company. When the driver made her claim, they didn't cover it on technicalities, stating the following, and I quote, "No coverage is given to a vehicle that has been apprehended by a government official." Excuse me, end quote. And she obviously had no idea any of that was happening until the detectives take the car from her. Which really sucks. Because you don't even be knowing this stuff is happening, and then all of a sudden these people come to your door talking about, "Oh, this ain't your car, we taking it." Okay, in my personal opinion, the person who sold the car to CarMax had used a fake name and ID to not be identified, and the car still hadn't been reported stolen when this woman purchased it after that occurred, which is why she received a clear Carfax report. She attempted to turn this outcome in her favor by trying to buy the car back from the impound lot, but the detective on the case told her that it had already been returned to CarMax and they were reselling it at the full manufacturer's price, retail price, with a reconstructed title that wouldn't show any record of it being a stolen vehicle. Crazy shit. This also meant that she was out about 25 to 30 grand she spent purchasing it before finding out it was stolen. Because, dang, she can't even get her money back. And the insurance company said, "Girl, no."
Emotional damage.
Because that's a lot of money to not get back on some shit you had nothing to do with. The driver alleges, my back is itching, alleges that Carfax received an insurance payout for the incident. Although they deny this accusation, they claim to be working closely with the fraud victim. Additionally, they say they weren't involved in the sale to her and offered to research the issue to see how they might be able to help her. Her initial video received 1.8 million views, and in a follow-up video, she says that an executive branch of CarMax contacted her to know more about her side of the story. This fraud victim was hoping for a fair resolution for both parties involved, but it seems that CarMax was only interested in negotiating with her insurance company to reconsider her claim and refuses to sell her any vehicles at any of their locations, which is really fucked up because that was not her fault. Technically, that was y'all fault, and it's not even y'all fault either. But it's y'all fault that this woman, man, one of our old neighbors had something similar happen to them, and there was nothing he could do to get his money back from the small dealership because by the time the police got involved, they couldn't find the man who had initially sold them the stolen car, because I believe he bought it from one of them little, hole in the wall looking ones that be on the corner and look trashy, kind of. But it was because, shit, when you want to buy a car and it's not that expensive, my advice is don't buy cars from dealerships that don't finance the vehicle with a reputable company such as a bank or car financing company that is in good standing, because there often is some shady shit going on with these dealerships because they don't ask all the necessary questions to be sure that the vehicles they are buying from people aren't reported stolen. And again, BBB is your best damn friend. Because before you choose to buy a car from them, research the company itself. And 9 times out of 10, these companies aren't even on BBB. And I am in no way laughing at anyone, but it's a fucked up situation. All right, topic number 3. I'm a little late talking about this topic, but y'all know me. Okay, AT&T outage had folks tripping. There was an okay, I'm gonna erase that part. Erase this part. Erase that word. AT&T customers experienced a worldwide outage that affected hundreds or even thousands, of its 241.5 million customers. That's a lot of people. Cell phone service, and it left people rightfully confused, but that wasn't even the most shocking part about this incident, which I will get to a little later in this topic. Let's really talk about this, because although this is interesting, it proves just how chaotic things will get if we were hit by EMPs, and how people would react to that type of attack on our electronic databases, which is what I said I will get into with this into after the discussion of this woman's story. Why did it just do that? A woman who happened to be using her phone for directions to get home in the middle of the night when suddenly the service went out, hence the outage, leaving her without a way to know where she was going. And in what she describes as the middle of nowhere, this poor woman became so terrified that she began to cry. Not knowing what to do, she drove up to a Jack-in-the-Box drive-thru, and I quote her saying, "Hello, excuse me, I don't want to order anything, I just need help. I'm lost and my phone isn't working. Do you have a phone?" End quote. She explained to the drive-through employee that she wanted to use the restaurant's phone to get in contact with her boyfriend. The worker was hesitant to let her inside the restaurant, but he did direct her to the nearest freeway. Luckily, the woman had enough gas, and she eventually did make it home. In a follow-up video, she did share that the worker's directions were helpful enough to get her back into a familiar side of town. Additionally, she shared that she cried the entire drive home due to being so overwhelmed, since she has never had to find her way home without the help of her phone. It took 11 hours for AT&T to restore service to the customers who couldn't send text messages, make phone calls, or access the internet during the shortage. Ouch. Okay. Poor lady. I don't wish that on no one, but damn. No, I'm not making fun of the lady. It's for entertainment purposes. Now, let's dig into the significance of losing cell phone service in the case of an EMP attack. Now, first, I want to explain what that is for those who may be thinking, what the fuck are you talking about, Crystal? Okay, so EMPs, also known as electromagnetic pulse. The origin of an EMP can be natural or artificial, and can occur as an electromagnetic field, electric field, magnetic field, or electric current. An EMP weapon produces a pulse of energy that creates a powerful electromagnetic field capable of short-circuiting a wide range of electronic equipment. It can disrupt communications and damage electronic equipment, and can affect cell phones, radios, computers, satellites, radar, receivers, and even traffic lights. Now, I was, whatever day I did that research, days old, when I found out that it can affect fucking traffic lights. I knew about radars, radios, depends on the strength. But traffic lights? That just blows my mind. It's not a conspiracy theory to believe that EMP attacks would and could happen, because the U.S. gets threatened to be bombed quite often, and you best believe they want to make us lose all communications so that they can destroy our military structure. And it's nothing to them to affect the general public either, because civilian casualties mean nothing to these people, because they often attack their own innocent communities. Y'all watch the news. If you don't watch the news, I know you heard about it. People be talking it at the water fountain or no, water machine, at work. Even if it ain't at the water machine, on your fucking break. You've heard it somewhere. Okay. Because it's crazy. It's crazy. It's definitely crazy.
Hell no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no, no, no. Hell no, no.
Okay, but it is kind of sad that nobody would know what to do if all our phones suddenly stop working. And not knowing how to get... Oop, girl. Let me correct this typo lie here, because that was crazy. Not knowing how to get home is kind of crazy as well, but that makes sense when you're traveling to an unfamiliar place. But we need to familiarize ourselves with directions, even though we rely on our phones to get it. Oh God, tongue-tying myself so bad. Rely on our phones to get from point A to point B.
Bazinga.
I'm gonna do that again.
Bazinga.
Most AT&T customers went to their local AT&T location, yelling and screaming at the employees that they needed to fix the service issues right away, but didn't realize it's not the workers in the stores that control the service. They just sell the phones. So all they know is about the plans. Headquarters is responsible for the service and the lack thereof. Allegedly, the outage was caused, by the following, which I quote AT&T saying was caused by the application and executions of an incorrect process used as we were expanding our network, end quote. And they reimburse customers, and get this, $5 credit to their account. What is that gonna do? For the 11 hours, you only reimburse them $5? Anyways, what the proper reimbursement amount should be is beyond me. But these customers were unable to use their phones for 11 hours, and that's the best amount y'all could come up with. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Segment number 1. Hood story of the week. Okay, we gotta do a buzzer for this thing here, because this... Not buzzer, wrong thing. Hold up. Okay, so the other day we were just chilling at home. We heard some arguing outside, so instinctively we look out the window. Who the heck ain't gonna do that? And saw a group of cop cars outside. There was a young couple, I assume in their early 20s, right? And the scenario had to be that they were arguing about something, and he may have hit her or threatened to harm her, so she called the cops on him. Then as the cops were pulling off, another car pulls up, and the driver, along with the front passenger, hop out yelling and cursing at the boyfriend. And we quickly find out that it was the girl's mom and sister, whom she also called on her boyfriend for help. I assume that they arrived after the cops because they were a bit further away from her than the cops, because the station is just a few blocks away. This whole episode, I've been just on some shit. The mom and sister were ready to fight, not giving a fuck that the cops were still kind of close to them. The girl was yelling at her boyfriend to get back in the car, saying, okay, they leaving, referring to the cops. Then her sister got in the boyfriend's face, getting into a short yelling match. Yelling match with him, but nothing ended up happening. The mom and sister told her, don't call us anymore if you're going to just defend him, which is facts. It's big facts. Don't do that. Okay, but yeah, anyway, skipping the rest of that hood story. Topic number 4. Firing staff via video two-way talking camera. I found this thing on story interesting because bosses are getting real, I guess you could call it creative in the ways that they're firing people. You get fired via text. You get fired via email sometimes. Or you get called in on your day off and then you get fired. I've seen some wild getting fired stories in the past year. And damn. Okay, employees not... Oh, I just said that shit. before I even looked at my own notes. Employees nowadays have been using unconventional methods to fire their staff, but this one right here tops all of them. So, getting right on into it. An Airbnb host hired a mother and son duo as his cleaning staff. To clean houses, he uses, of course, for Airbnb rentals. He was so pleased with their work that he began to send the son to larger homes alone, but noticed that his attention to detail was lacking, so he decided to get the son back on track by going back to having him cleaning with his mom instead of alone. I assume that decision was so that he could get him back on track with his attention to detail so that he could trust him once again to clean on his own. The Airbnb host assigned the house cleaning to the mother, but because she got busy, she sent her son to do it instead without informing their boss of her decision. Their boss found out about the last minute switch, and I quote him saying, "You can't do that without telling me. I'm going to let it slide this one time, but you can't send him without telling me. I need to know who exactly is entering someone's home when they are entering, and I need to be able to have control over the situation." End quote. Honestly, I don't blame him for reacting this way because he's right. When he informs his clients that his cleaners are going to be going into their homes, he needs them to know which cleaner is going to be doing the job and what time, so they are aware of every detail.
Hello, it's me.
A few weeks later, a similar incident occurred. The host alleges that he assigned the mother a job deemed as important that was booked by a big client. Once the cleaning was done, the client contacted the host about the poor cleaning service he received. Then, the Airbnb host contacted his employee about his conversation he had with his high-end client, but she stood firm that she was the one who completed that task. The client then sent pictures of areas that were left unclean and ring video proof that the son was the one who actually did the cleaning. So he fired his staff via ring video, but it's unknown to me how exactly that conversation went because that part was not shared, which is fucking crazy.
Bye, Felicia. Bye, Felicia.
He did the right thing by firing them because it's his company's reputation on the line, and it doesn't make sense to keep employing someone that you can't trust because they are liars. The mother was way too comfortable lying to her boss, and the fact that she was aware of the ring cameras but still wouldn't tell the truth is giving ungrateful and disloyalty. Well, no, not the ungrateful part. Let's take that back. It's giving disloyalty because what the heck? And I'm not sure how long they've been working for this man. I'm not picking sides, but that check was probably so good she was more loyal to her pockets. But that's what ultimately caused her family to lose that job, which sucks. Now, is this a professional way to fire someone? Not at all. But he knew exactly what he was doing because this could have gone sideways on him and turned physical. You never know how people will react. Everyone has responsibilities, and people they provide for, many can't afford to lose a job or qualify for EDD. So I understand why he wouldn't do it in person. Okay, last topic. Donald Trump said some wild ass shit. It's no shocker that Trump says whatever comes to mind with no regards if it's offensive, accurate, or shouldn't be said. But this right here is definitely wild as fuck, and we all know this man doesn't give a fuck about what anyone has to say or what they feel about his opinion, because he's made that clear from day one of his damn campaign in whatever year that was against Hillary. Let's really talk about this one right here. This past weekend, well, not this past weekend, a few weekends ago, he was in South Carolina. He happened to be discussing his criminal indictments and mugshot, claiming that what happened to him happens to black people.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
I'm going to do that one more time.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
I quote him saying, "I got indicted for nothing, and a lot of people said that that's why black people like me, because they have been hurt so badly and discriminated against." End quote. But he didn't stop at that. I also quote him claiming, "We've all seen the mugshot, and you know who embraced it more than anybody? The black population. It's incredible. You see black people walking around with my mugshot. You know they do shirts." End quote.
Bruh.
On that shit. Okay, I'm not offended by his remark, but if anything, he needs to be for real, because he was accused. I mean, he has accused Biden of being a vicious racist, but yet he says shit like this that is definitely giving racist. Sir, don't go there. Just don't.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
And I saw that Charles Barkley was just on an interview talking about, I better not see no black people wearing that man mugshot. I was like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Not Charles Barkley, but Donald Trump. Okay, I was trying to find the statistics on the percentage of the black population that actually support Trump, but shockingly couldn't find anything. While he alleges that in 2020 his campaign increased his black supporters by 50%, and again, I can't find it. According to the Pew Research Center's validated voter survey, Trump only had 5% of black voters, which exit polls reported as only 12%.
Bye, Felicia. Bye, Felicia.
Oh, page 2. Y'all, they changed a lot on this damn sound effect board that I be using. What row it say? 3.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God. Stop fucking lying.
But I was able to find out that no Republican presidential candidate has received 20% of the black vote in the past 50 years, with 18% in 1972 and 16% in 1976. So, again, Donald Trump. Ooh, stop fucking lying. Wait, where'd it go? Okay, hold on. Looking for this.
You are fake news.
And yes, I'm going to use his voice on his fucking topic. Because saying you got that many black voters. Come on, you motherfucking website. Are you serious? Website? Don't do me. Oh, okay. doesn't wanna fuck with me right now. One more.
These nuts.
Okay, well that one worked, but when I wanted to do the
You are fake news.
it doesn't let you do it that many times.
Expose him! Expose him!
Cause he lied. You ain't got 50% of the black vote. I mean, if you do, then why is there no fucking research? I mean, statistics online about it. Cause everything is online now. Anyway, side note, y'all, niggas. I am happy to be back, but this has been a wild ass week. I had not this week. I had my original Instagram profile hacked with all my info changed. They changed the username and found out that they won't be giving it back to me or removing it, which is wild as hell. I even had friends who noticed the weird activity on that account, reported, and still nothing. And they ain't doing shit about the person who did it either. So here we are. And then I don't know what the heck is going on with not letting me on Instagram Live, but that's why I'm here today. Because I couldn't do it on Instagram. At first it was working. And then when I chose to charge my phone instead of going directly live when it freaking started working, it did the crap again. I have my work cut out for me, scaling and growing. But I am definitely ready to shake shit up with this one. Because if I did it once, I could do it again. Also, I want to thank everyone that followed me to my new account and for supporting my content. Y'all really are my Instagram family. I've been saying that for the past, I want to say year, maybe two. Two might be stretching it. But thank y'all. All right. Here we go. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Savage Lifestyle Podcast. It was fun talking my shit with y'all as always. And telling Donald Trump that
you are fake news.
If you need to keep up with everything Savage Lifestyle Podcast, then make sure you follow me on Spotify. Excuse me, what the hell going on? Spotify for podcasters, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Overcast platforms. And hold up, before I go ahead and say this next part, we're going to jam for a little. All right. As always, stay fly and do you, boo. What the hell? That's a big ass ad. I ain't never seen that shit happen before. Page 1. Okay, because I had to keep up with these things. Crowd yelling. I don't see nothing that say crowd yelling. Applause. Stupid. And I will catch y'all on tomorrow's episode. Hopefully Instagram will stop being a hoe and let me back on. If not, I'll be back here. Peace.